everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
I'm Dave.
And I am back from Indiana, or as I call it, the land down under.
I can't believe you were in Indiana today.
Oh?
It's dude, like, no shade against Indiana, but it's pretty Iowa-esque down there.
Oh, no, you can't Iowa another state.
I will say this.
Have you heard of Iowa? How about second Iowa? Sorry, I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh.
I
Who did
appreciate that?
Who did that?
Dave gifted us sub.
Uh-oh. I have 2 eggs. Oh, right in the gun. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, that is horrible getting shot from 2 angles. Cause
it is not great.
Kara, you need a book deflector.
I need my Bo-Katan armor.
I'm trying to see why can't I change camera angles?
Because you only need one. You played around,
Wait.
you flew too close to the sun.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Oh no.
Cam gifted us sub.
Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Cam. Oh! That was a reasonable amount!
So, Brad, it's not technical difficulties. It's lack of operational functionality. It's different.
So really quick, so we think we might update the wheel and switch we'll lower the price so everyone is happy. Mm-hmm. We'll add a bunch of dice rolls on here. So if you get a dice roll, then we'll roll the dice. Now, Kara said we should make it Star Wars themed. Chris said we should make it the Death Star trench run. And then if they go down the exhaust port, and then it shoots them back up. But here's what I think would be even funnier, right? We add a little bit of Russian roulette to this, right? A little bit of chance. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we make the exhaust port the same size as the dice. And if both dice end up going down the exhaust port, the Death Star blows up and the stream's over. How funny would that be?
I mean...
So you roll the dice, and it might not go down the hole, and then we read off what the dice number is, and then something happens according to that. Oh, and then
Jeremy's just trying to get out of work.
No,
what I'm
do you
hearing is
know...
he doesn't respect the viewers and wants to shortchange.
Well, how funny would that be if you rolled the dice and just ended the show? I think that's hilarious.
Just kills the lights, cameras, everything.
Yeah, and then Chris animates a big explosion, and then that's the end of the episode.
And then it cuts to this looking like just hot trash and blown up.
That would be really funny.
Jeremy and I sitting here like, you know.
It would go down my crack a lot more than the exhaust port on the Death Star, just because
I'm sure that's...
My crack is bigger than 2 meters. It's not, but...
All right. I need to check something real quick. But I think the beginning of this episode is going to be me talking about my experience.
What?
Jeremy.
Well, I'm just saying, it's always funny. Like, I always have plumber's butt.
We all know you do.
So.
Okay, so I went to the Midwest. Oh, God.
Riff Raff. Oh,
bye, Felicia.
Rep Rap. Midwest Rep Rap Festival today.
Jeremy can't hear you. He's on timeout.
Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. He's wearing his orange Speedo today. Yeah, Jeremy's exhaust port is bigger than 2 meters. I just saw that.
Poor Jeremy.
So it was in... Okay, I took a picture of the place. I can't remember. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Indiana.
Really? You'd think it'd be like in a city at least.
It was an interesting layout. So it was at this 4-H event ground thing.
Okay.
And so, like, you pull in, and then it's a giant parking lot, then there's a main gate. You drive through the main gate, and then there's all these different, like, in a row, like, basically, like, fancy pole buildings.
Yeah.
And so then they were all the way in, like, the back corner of one, with that next to another parking lot, basically. So I parked over there. And I went in, and, like, the layout was really nice. So all the vendors were on the outside, basically, like, imagine it's like a big rectangle, right? So all the vendors are on the outside wall, and then all, like, the creators were, like, rows on the inside.
Okay.
I do hang out at 4-H events.
I was in 4-H.
I forgot to mention, I was bullied into going there by Darth Gallum and Stone Monkey Research. They wouldn't leave me alone until I acquiesced their demands. And they forced me to drive 3.5 hours down there. I got up at 6 a.m. today and drove down there. I normally get up at 8 for reference. And I was up until about 2 a.m. watching stuff. Well, 11 messages were deleted by a moderator.
Wait,
you're okay. You're doing something to
Somebody is on timeout, not in timeout on chat, so I put him in timeout on chat too.
hilarious. Nicely done, David. Nicely done.
I think since Jeremy was cheating the timeout, he should maybe get shot when he returns. Am I right? Am I right?
You can't exclude me from chat.
Hello,
just did.
Swanky.
I'm a regular viewer.
I think we need to open up a poll and see what Jeremy's actual punishment is going to be.
Should
No,
it
no,
be-
what punishment?
should it
Let's
be-
take a poll to
Should it
see.
be a Lego walk?
No, wait a
Lego
minute.
no. The pizza dance.
No.
While going over the Legos.
No, hold on. I was on
Or getting
timeout from
shot.
the stream. You cannot.
Yeah,
plus-
Jeremy, chat
That's-
is
no,
the
that is
stream.
part of the stream.
I don't know. Do we even know who this Must 65 Tang guy is? How can you prove that it was me?
How are we punishing?
I didn't even do anything. You can't
Pizza
time
dance,
out.
Lego walk, or being shot with a Nerf gun.
No.
Okay, so I'll give you an opportunity for salvation. So Nerf.
We need to
Lego
understand that I
walk.
did nothing wrong.
You did
Nerf,
everything
Lego walk,
wrong.
hotel,
Hello,
pizza
Blacksmith Pop.
dance.
I was on Blacksmith Pop's last stream.
I know.
Or he
Thank you. I'm the host of this show, and what
I
I
am the
say
wife
goes.
and also a host. What I say overrides what you say.
Oh my goodness,
as
you
executive
guys!
producer of the show.
I have the
know that the content.
funniest marriage story ever.
Oh, Lord.
So my really, really good friend and coworker Kyle just got married June 10th. We shot his wedding, right?
Yep.
He was at work today, and while he was at work with me, he goes, "Oh, this is just great." And he shows me a picture. His wife ripped up all the carpet in the second floor without telling him. So she's already like modifying the house with no permission. And Dave and I looked at each other. We're like, dude, we've both been there. We have both been there. It is just a thing you guys do.
What have I done?
You remodel stuff.
Huh.
The shower curtain went back up. Explain that one.
I didn't do that. That was my mom.
No.
Yep, that was my mom.
Oh, man.
It's not even your wife; it's your mother-in-law that's taking over your house.
Thank you.
There's two types of men. There are men that run their house, and there are men that run around their house.
Ah!
That's a Jason Manning expression.
Chip runs around the house in his diaper.
He was running around a camp open house in his diaper.
Yeah, that's fine.
He
He looks
decided to
cool.
sit down in a mud puddle.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, Blacksmith Pop. He's like, I've been married 31 years. She's right and you're wrong. It's just the look on Kyle's face. It was like he wasn't ready to start this project yet. And the fact she did it without even like telling him, and she just did it. And he's owned this house for like 15 years. No joke. Like he's owned it for a long
Hey,
time.
Vocal, welcome in.
Hi, Vocal. And they've been
Really
married
big
for,
collision here, maybe. Oh wow! I can't believe everybody missed.
Nice drop, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
man. Vocal was the leader for 10 seconds.
Hey, Jeremy, can you chat again?
Yes.
Does it work?
Well, because when I was talking, it said 40-second timeout. Did you permaban me?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I like what Bryce said. Bryce
Permaban
said
me.
there are men that run their house and then there are men that live.
It's working.
So just verified, Jeremy is Mustang.
Wait a minute. Wait. I don't know who did that. That's
Dave should be a processor.
Wait, come on, guys. We need some
Vote at the
votes.
poll,
Yeah. Are we doing Nerf, Lego walk, pizza dance?
or you can be leading.
Nobody vote for number 4. That's stupid. No offense, Chris.
I'm just trying to help Jeremy out.
No, I get
As much
it.
as I like to see him get tortured, I like him to have the illusion that he's safe.
Let's see.
Forrest Gump. Run.
So if it's
So
a tie,
I'll say this:
that
if
means
any
he's
of them
got
are
to
tied
do.
with each other, we
Both.
might have to enforce all of them.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
Wait, who is voting that he shouldn't be punished?
No,
Guys,
because I did nothing
Wait,
wrong.
Jeremy, did you vote that you shouldn't get
I didn't vote. I'm not here on Twitch. Somebody else, Mustang. I know that guy seems kind of
Guys,
like a cool guy.
he's lying to you. He doesn't respect you. Are you really going to vote?
Marco
that he
voted in the
shouldn't?
poll.
Guys, he is lying to you that he's lying.
No.
He's lying.
No,
Bald
Marco's my
face
good
lie.
friend.
He doesn't respect
Did you just say bald face lie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bold face lie.
It's a bald face lie.
No, it is a bold face lie.
Jeremy's right. It's bold.
Is
face.
it? I've
Yes.
always heard bald
Yeah.
face lie.
No, it's not
You
everybody's.
got bone apple teed.
All right.
Yeah, not
fine.
everybody's bald.
It's a bold face lie,
It's a bold
Jeremy.
face lie. Why don't you nip that in the
like
butt,
a type face,
Kara?
like bold faced.
I'm just being funny. It's Bud. I know it's Bud. Don't light me up. I know it's nip it in the bud.
All right.
Yes, so Rye corrected you too.
Yeah, well, you know what?
You just you should have.
Who's spending all these channel points to absolve Jeremy of wrongdoing?
Thank you. It must be. Kara, don't. It's not me. It's not Marco. It's not Marco. How do I vote in this poll here? How are we punishing Jeremy? He should be punished. Who is spending money on Pizza Dance?
We all know who that is.
So the funny, it'll show us the breakdown of who spent what to make things happen.
I've got tangent crystals to burn, baby.
Oh, so do I. I've got.
Kara! Oh no! You beat up on Yoda Shrek.
How long until this thing's over?
Error! You've been booted from chat. What? Why would you boot Marco?
Did you?
Wasn't me.
Who booted Marco? He didn't do anything wrong.
Marco is like your version of El Barto. While we're waiting for this to finish, Jeremy, do you want to shut the door the rest of the way?
Oh, I didn't, huh? I'm only going to shut it if someone puts me on timeout. Because then I don't have to do my punishment. What?
You're just like.
Well, what? You got Chip is super cute. If you ask him it's my favorite thing he does right now. If you ask him what sound a baby chick makes, he goes beep, 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 beep. He even does it high pitched like that. It's just adorable.
Yes.
1,000 channel points.
And I still have 39,800.
That is egregious. Did Jeremy break the door?
Yep.
I hate myself.
What did you do?
Nothing.
What'd you do?
Well, I just thought I built it. I can take it away. I was going to take the door off and just take it with me. But we over-engineer it, and David had me print that stupid floor track, 3D print it, so I couldn't swing it out of the way to undo it. So we can't actually take the door off
I
unless
put
we...
stops in there.
Yeah, you did. And then you put stops, so I can't slide it off
slide
the
it
end.
out.
I tried both
Yes,
ways.
David, you're smart.
Foiled
All right, well,
at my own
we
game.
know what needs to happen here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Do you want to go to the military ball?
You asked me this already. I said yes. Hello, Matter Mutant. When is
I don't know. I can't say that on public television.
it? Okay.
Hey, Cam. We'll spin it after this pizza dance.
What's that? What's that?
Somebody's winding up the gas
I
gun.
don't know what that is.
Do you guys hear that?
Sorry.
Funny. Now we gotta wait all over again.
You can just start now.
All right. I have to wait for the beat to drop. I don't know. You guys ruined it. I did not see your question vocal. Retype it.
Let's see if I can find it.
You toss the pizza. You toss the pizza. You put on the sauce. Put on the sauce. Add the cheese. Add the cheese.
There we are. Hello.
Okay. So you would not believe. You know the beeping that we heard?
That high pitch.
So Chris hates
I
getting...
couldn't hear it, but the Discord cuts it out for me.
Chris hates, as in loathes, with all humanity that he has in his body,
Humanity.
when things go wrong. So he does things, right? If you buy a new car, you can get an extended warranty to take care of you. And so Chris bought a power backup. He bought a battery-powered backup. Do you guys know
The Muffin Man.
the backup died? It wasn't on battery power, and the outlet it was plugged into was still live. The power did not go out. It's just that he ran all of the stream stuff off of it, and it died. Nothing changed, but
So it's
unplugging
plugged into right now.
the wall directly instead of. So we just took like.
Yeah, so the UPS, which is here to save us from power outages, instead
It became the thing it swore to defend us against. It literally is supposed to stop power outages, and it pooped the bed and completely died. That's
The best part is
What?
our internet isn't on a battery backup.
No, and it
So we
well,
still, if we lose power, we're still losing the stream.
yeah,
well,
but
the idea being, we're not recording. Son of a gun.
Yeah.
the idea being at least like Chris has it recorded, I guess, for the.
Oh yeah,
actual-
so even if it goes out, like it doesn't totally screw me over when you're trying to edit this stuff together.
Cam's ankle said Anakin UPS. I'm gonna 3D print an Anakin shell for that thing.
Yes, that'd be
Alright,
really
so-
funny.
Oh my gosh,
for
Ryan.
editing purposes, let's just hold on a second. For editing purposes, all right, everybody, we're back. Sorry about the problem.
Oh my goodness! Can you believe the problem?
It was Jeremy.
It
He's
was
got a
not
kill switch.
me.
Yeah.
So for those of you who aren't watching us live, I forgot to hit record. That's why we're doing this awkward double clutch here.
He's
those of you not
already
watching
using.
live.
Yikes! The new emote.
For those of you who are not watching live, so I bought a UPS to prevent power outages from absolutely bamboozling us if the power goes out. And instead, the UPS died, and only the stuff plugged into the UPS went out, and everything else was fine.
It's even more traumatic because we lost the computer. We also lose Chris. So it was just like I'm just jiving to the pizza dance, and all of a sudden, boom! Just
Everything's off. But the pancake lights stayed flashing their colors until
Yeah, it stayed in
the
the script.
computer.
It stayed in the
Oh
script.
my gosh! Yeah, they kept flashing until we restarted the computer. So we sat here staring at that for like 5 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh! If I didn't have epilepsy before, I've got it now.
Blacksmith Pop. We are just a figment of your imagination. That is what it is.
Are we all actually
imagination you
really
have.
here?
I just can't believe it. What a
just
silly
kidding.
thing. See, it's the want for the pizza dance that it was just the power supply had enough.
I think we need to do the pizza dance again. 'Cause
I
they
ain't
only
no
got,
pizza
like,
dance
what,
again.
A quarter of the pizza dance?
No, it got
not
the
even
full.
that.
No, it got the full. I put it in the oven and then it went kabloom.
No.
And so I just want to say this too. There was nothing
For
we could
me,
have done.
I got to you toss the pizza, and that's when it froze for
Yeah.
me.
Well, I'm just sorry. I'm just
So
sorry.
not even a quarter.
Well,
yeah.
no. So what is
Yeah,
happening?
baby.
No, what is happening here?
Yeah. Come on, Jeremy. Yeah.
You buy the power. You buy the power. You plug it in. Plug it in. It runs for a while. It runs for a while. Then it blows
the bed.
up. Then it blows up.
All right, I'll accept that.
There you go. Now, Blacksmith Pop. So here's what I was gonna say. It screws the pooch. There was nothing we could have done. So let's say we realized it was the power supply because we heard it, right? There's not a move that I can do. I can't like unplug the power strip from the UPS and then be like, whoosh, like keep everything going. We had to accept the fate and wait for it to crash before we can move it to just the outlet direct.
You know what we need to make? We need to make a double prong thing, right? With a little like lever switch. So like if we see that we can flip it to the
So
other.
we need to divert the power, right? We're we're taking energy from the shields and putting them towards the engine thrusters or vice versa. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Anywho.
So I wanted to talk a lot more. We didn't really, while you were talking about it when I was on timeout, and then I kind of jacked it by taking over chat. But you guys acknowledged me. If you would have just ignored me and kept talking, I was just doing my own thing. No way. See, Cam would know what it is. It's an auto transfer switch.
We do
Mine, I'm thinking
have-
like the Frankenstein, like double, like
Yeah, I
square
know.
U with a. Yeah.
Yep.
You want the throw. You want the actual just.
We still have 2 wheel spins pending here.
Are you
Oh yeah,
serious?
we owe Ryan a wheel spin.
Yeah, Ryan's
So who is
first.
this for, Ryan?
Ryan.
Do you guys like
Only
the?
6 minutes ago.
Do you guys like the adding the dice tower to the wheel, like taking some stuff off?
I think it's a cool idea.
I think so too. Are you serious? Let's give away a roll of filament.
Roll a filament or a cartouche filament, or are we doing gift card?
No, we'll do a. We'll do a.
But how
cartouche.
about we do a super blackout special?
What's that?
A gift card and a cartouche filament.
Whoa! To one winner or to 2 separate people?
To one winner, we'll double it down.
Oh, all right. That's exciting. Darth Gallum, I can't
15?
believe you took a private Jeremy roll, went from where I am to you, and then from you to Indiana. That's insane to me. That is insane.
Yeah, I have a picture of Darth Gallum with Jeremy's cartouche filament.
That's amazing.
He took it with him to Indiana.
That's really funny. What color?
Black.
Black.
And I also believe he printed chess pieces with it when he first got it. That roll's been around a while. That's all I'm saying.
Solid.
Do we want to talk more about
Are we just gonna do the other wheel spin?
Murph.
Kyle's
Oh yeah,
got
let's get the other one out of the way. So yeah, Ryan unlocked a giveaway for everybody.
Who is this one for?
Cam.
This is for Cam. Are you okay?
an ingot. We're gonna give away an ingot.
Okay.
All right.
Just a regular ingot.
Regular ingot.
Unbelievable.
Actually, no. Cam's ankle. You know what I'm talking about. Can I? It's not done yet, but can I offer that one?
Oh, is this broken now?
Hello, Allie. How are you?
Hello, Alley Cat. I'm waiting on Cam's ankle. Waiting on Cam's ankle. Do you know what I'm talking about, Cam's ankle?
It's a trap!
It's a trap!
All right, I just need to make sure that this works here.
Oh, the sound's not working.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, you know what? I bet you I know the problem.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. We will give a just
Standard.
standard ingot. I know there's
Yes.
people out there who haven't won one.
Now no one
What
can
the heck?
see
Where's
it.
the camera? Camera 1 dies?
Oh, I don't know. Let me go check camera 1 now.
Good gracious. Can we have any more technical
Do you want me to go
difficulties?
check camera 1?
Well, losing power in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
kinda Really. Oh, well, this thing's screwed up
Jacked
now.
everything.
Let me relaunch frickin' QLC.
What happened?
It's something's busted on it.
All
This thing.
because of what you put out the live notification, Chris. It's all your fault.
You jinxed it!
I put the asterisk. I put the asterisk.
You jinxed it! It's just like in the dental field where you're like, oh yeah, today's a really slow day. You never say that because everything is gonna go to hell in a handbasket after that.
I wish I had the Han Solo bike, but it's not.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys know that Hans...
I literally, you know, when Indiana Jones reaches back and yanks the whip through the door at the nick of time.
Yes, I know.
Literally, I have to turn this on. Like it's not just having the program running. I have to hit the play button that's in the corner up here, right? I saw there's a little bit of command script. Jeremy's staring at his phone. There's a little bit of command script that pops up.
Okay.
When the lights are going to black out. I saw the command script pop up and literally got over here and turned this on just in time for that red alert to go on.
Are you serious?
Running the red alert doesn't work. So I literally just was like, I got it hit just in time.
Nice.
It's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. No, who said something about Han Solo?
Okay. I was just making sure that all that was still good. So we're good now.
So we have on the outside of the building where we film, we have where it says Rise of the Podcast outside. And then inside, do you guys remember the old Han Solo from the set?
Yes.
Right, he was on the set. For whatever reason, we have him facing the front glass, the front of the building. And Chris, I don't even know if you've heard this story, have you? So
I haven't heard this story, but if it's about getting bamboozled by that cutout.
Well, so the other day when we were leaving, there's a place to get alcoholic beverages near here. And as there was a drunk guy outside yelling, going, "I see you! I see you!" And he was calling out Han Solo. He was
I didn't even hear this one.
And so he was staring down Han Solo and yelling at him.
I mean, I guess he works great as a guard.
He didn't recognize him because of his mustache. We have a fake mustache on him.
Back,
did it scare the poop out of you?
I was in and out of the building a few times. And the last time I came back, I opened the door. I was like, whoa! I was like, freaking Han Solo.
He looks, especially he's set back so far.
Yeah, I was saying he is set behind a couple things, so you see him from the waist up, essentially. And then, like I said, he's got a fake mustache on.
RJ, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Who's this wheel spin for?
Your butt.
Ashley, I think.
Okay. It will not land on giveaway.
For the longest time, he scared me when I'd come down the stairs.
That's so funny.
Kara Lego walk!
Oh, how unfortunate.
Why doesn't I don't know why
one is still like busted.
it worked, Chris. It's gonna have to be it's just gonna be down for the stream.
So, am I even doing the Lego walk since nobody can see it?
Oh yes, you're doing it. Oh there
Oh, there we go. The camera one's just gonna be the drawing, I guess.
That's funny.
I know I can do droid cam. I'll do droid cam for Kara's Lego walk.
Jeremy really wants me to do Lego walk.
Well, you
Did you
All I do-
really
cycle it
don't
all,
want to do
Jeremy?
Lego.
I did power cycle it, yeah. Or did I? Yeah, I power cycled it. I did power cycle it.
Do you want to do it? Just turn it off and let it be off for a couple of minutes, and we'll
Yeah,
try
I
it
will.
again?
Okay. And then Kara gets into position, I'll go do that, and then we'll get drink. Okay. But all I did was talk to myself on chat while on timeout.
But
and I had to
you're
do the
on timeout
pizza
from
dance.
everything.
I had to get fogged. I had to get
We
ostracized
both
in a
got
poll.
fogged. We both got fogged, Jeremy. Jeremy acts like the fogs only hits him in the face.
You know I'm fog sensitive.
Oh, please.
This does not appear to have brought that up.
Hold on, everybody.
Oh, there we go.
I don't want to do this.
What is that? That's not a Lego walk. That's a Lego scoop.
There.
That's a very dynamic
happy?
Lego flinging through the air.
And there's about 50 screenshots.
Yeah. You've just fed so many
Well,
websites.
time to start an OnlyFans of my feet.
I broke the rules of the multiverse. I didn't do anything. Marco did it.
What?
Marco.
Marco.
Did what?
That's your El Barto. Do you know who El Barto is?
It's Bart Simpson, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just how he tags graffiti so people don't know that it's him.
Did you know? Okay, do we like this? Isn't political at all, so I feel like it's totally a safe space to talk about it. But I was extremely vested in the Ocean Gate thing that happened this week. Okay,
Hold on. Can I time out you just for 1 second?
well, not with the button, but in real life.
No,
like,
but yeah, just pause here. I was talking to Ryan earlier today. And so, because he was trying to talk to me about this earlier. And this, I'm not trying to undercut anything that you're about to say, but because there are legitimate reasons, but to like be interested in it. But when you think about the actual elements of the story, right? The entire story, all of the details, be like the concrete evidential facts are: some rich people went on a submarine. Where did they go? The end. That is literally the entire story. That is literally the entire story. Some people got on a submarine. We don't know where they went. And then the internet exploded for some reason about this whole thing. And it's like, but with literally some rich people got on a submarine. We haven't heard back from them. There's no other information. And it's like the reason I wasn't interested in it is because I don't care about rich people on a submarine.
You want to know why it blew up? Or like why the story went so viral?
Is Elon Musk.
What happened? What else happened this weekend that the media didn't report all over?
Something about
We're not
the
going to go
war in
down a
Ukraine?
deep conspiracy. No, there's a whole bunch of stuff that came out, but
Yeah.
it gets pretty political. And
Anyway,
It does.
it's just,
All I was gonna say was that the guy who co-invented The Simpsons has been to the Titanic.
Matt Groening or
Not Matt Groening. He was start naming off people who worked on The Simpsons.
James L. Brooks.
Do
gosh.
Simpsons Titanic visit in Google and see what
I'll
comes
say
up.
that they had an episode that basically predicted this.
No, they did not.
Yep, 100%.
Well, they have an episode that predicts everything.
I mean, that
They
is
truly-
true.
Anyways,
do.
you brought up Bartow, and then so just Ocean Gate being relevant and present. I was just blown away by he was like. There's a lot of people who are obsessed with the Titanic and going to see it.
Oh, what? Okay, there we go. Anyway,
So that's what comes up.
It's like I understand that people are interested in a mystery, right? And so when you don't have very many facts, it becomes a mystery, and I can see why people are interested in it. But when someone just reports, "Hey, these rich people that you've never heard of got on a submarine that you never heard of, and now we're not hearing from them still," right?
Didn't
so all
they
you're
find
doing
the
is
bits of
talking
the
about people that you
submarine?
don't
Yeah.
know, and what it's.
They
Sorry, I'm not gonna let
They
that
did
add.
find the submarine.
Yeah, they're paced now, which is whatever, but
Yeah.
it's it's funny to me how stuff can snowball out of control when there's literally nothing to talk about.
Rye said that there is. I saw that today. There is an STL you can print of the Ocean Gate sub.
Really?
Yeah, because
Somebody
people.
posted on Reddit they had a model of the Titanic and like, oh, I needed to update my Titanic model and put a submarine next to it, a crushed submarine next to it.
Well, so I would say for tons of people are sports fans, right? So you have like sports fans, and that lumps like a lot of people. Like if you were to ask me, like I enjoy hockey and football and things like that, and I like wish I could like soccer. Like I do like soccer. It's just not marketed to, especially here in northern Minnesota. It's just like it's hard to go watch an actual soccer match, right? You know, it's like you'd have to like go out of your way to track it down. And I love like, you know, stuff like that. But people have other fascinations. Aviation being one of the biggest like things people are obsessed with, and then sailing. Like people love sailing, sailboats, stuff like that. And we had talked about this. The only reason why James Cameron even made the Titanic was so that is that he could justify going to visit it.
Oh.
So people are just obsessed with like going to see the Titanic. I think that is a part of the reason.
Satisfied with my hand waving of the situation.
I think that's just a part of the reason why it was like piqued so many people's interests. But there's a bunch of really interesting things that have come out after the fact. Like people are latching onto the whole controller thing, the fact that it was made out of carbon fiber, and then apparently the carbon
why does
fiber.
everyone is suddenly an electrical engineer and a material physicist and like a
Welcome
okay,
in,
so-
Madonna's.
Hear me out. Here's what I think is really funny. So it came out that the carbon fiber came from Boeing. So then Ocean Gate said that they're in collaboration with Boeing, and now Boeing has had to come out with a statement and say, no, we didn't help design the sub or anything. Like they just sold them carbon fiber
material.
Yeah, and so it's like all of that stuff is extremely fascinating to me. Like after the fact,
I just struggle to find any level of interest in it. It's funny to me how something that's nothing has all this ancillary stuff that people just like shove next to it, and then they make all of that the story.
We haven't talked about Rooster Teeth in a while, right? Rooster Teeth, you know Gus. Gus loves the show Air Disasters. People like disasters because you can hindsight the situation and then break down where it went wrong, and then hopefully not have that happen again. And so, like,
but you don't. Most of those air disasters weren't national news while they were happening. Is the thing.
Well,
like,
I mean,
but what I'm saying is, like, take the perspective of this.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, a week ago, some rich people get in a submarine and go underwater. Not news.
Hello, Pete.
Some rich people go underwater and haven't been heard from for a while. Still not news because their protocol says they don't radio back sometimes. Stuff breaks. Now they've been gone for a long time, so people are slightly worried that they haven't heard from them because their protocols are stupid. And it's like beyond whatever they can do.
Hello, Ty Durden.
So now they're like, uh-oh, all these rich people that nobody knew were gone have now been gone long enough that they're probably dead. And suddenly that became a thing.
I will say I do feel bad for the 19-year-old that was on the sub because he didn't even want to go.
He went only because his dad asked him to go for as part of a Father's Day gift.
Yep. So I feel bad for him.
You don't think the morbid curiosity has anything to do with it? Because
apparently I don't have morbid curiosity.
People have a very morbid curiosity. Like, I would say a majority of people do. Not Chris. You just said that, so.
Somebody posted a video last night that I saw of they were doing cave diving, and they were going between the crevices of the cave. And they had a saying. So you see how you just did that?
Yep.
People were like, I can't breathe watching this, and I'm dying inside, and it makes me claustrophobic. I used to not, maybe. I am more claustrophobic now than I ever have been. But it's like, I feel like watching that, it was stressful. And I think just the fact, like, people envisioning themselves in that scenario. Like, if I was in the sub, what would I do if we were at the bottom of the ocean?
Swanky had a good comment.
Maybe it's the practicality of knowing that it's $250,000 a pop to be on that sub, that I know that that's not a scenario I will ever be in.
So it's crazy enough. That's actually the cheapest sub that you can go on. Everything else is like $1 million a ticket. You can like go get a sub through James Cameron.
No, hold on. So now the story is a bunch of rich people went to Joe's discount subs and went wrong, and people are surprised?
Yes. A surprised Pikachu face. Yes.
It's even less of a story than I thought that it was.
So there's
like Jeremy got on an airplane made out of paper and duct tape, and it crashed.
Cover up.
There is a woman who they interviewed. It didn't take much digging where it was like, I don't know, I just found this extremely fascinating. With like a little bit of digging, it was hitting me in the face. They've got documentaries that you can go back and watch. So this was the 5th expedition. And on the 3rd expedition, they interviewed a woman, and her whole entire life goal was to go see the Titanic. She had nothing else driving her, but she wanted to find the Titanic. Chat is going by so fast, I can't even keep
I was
up
going to
with
say,
it.
Swanky's comment was really good up there.
What was Swanky's comment?
I had to read it.
I feel bad ignoring chat.
He said, James Cameron said it best. There is a golden standard to deep sea diving. Safety protocols created in 1960, and since they were created, no one has died from deep sea exploration until now, with OceanGate ignoring almost every single one of the safety protocols.
The Clerks moment. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Oh, man. That's so sad. It's sad. Anyways, so did you know that 1960 sub went to the bottom? In 1960, they were able to make a sub that went to the bottom of the Marianas Trench, and the window cracked on the way down, and they still went for it, and they didn't die because the inside one was actually the pressure window, and the outside one was to protect the inside one.
Interesting.
But they still pushed forward anyways. So they were able to do it in 1960, and it was 2 guys, one guy in the Navy,
Didn't
and then
we also go to the moon in the 60s?
Jacques Picard,
1969.
like the craziest explorer. That guy was insane. Jacques Picard. He's like bombing reefs underwater with TNT, but it was like in the nature of. Somebody correct me on who Jacques Picard was.
Hello, Tactile 3D. We are off on the wildest, craziest tangent right now, and
Well, it's
But they did that in this.
I'm happy to talk about literally anything else because I don't think there's anything to talk about here.
you're fired up. I know.
Yeah. No. Well, I just thought it was interesting too that like. So how did it go viral, right? I just assuming that all the enthusiasts that care about visiting the Titanic, there is people that pay attention to like who's going to the Titanic, what's going on with the Titanic. Going to the Titanic in the first place is a basis of measurement for global warming, climate change, how the Earth is doing. When they go down to the Titanic, they measure salinity of the water, how the currents are going on down there. They measure all that, and then they use it as baselines. It's kind of like what is there on Earth that if you get your hands on it, it was before the nuclear bombs went off, because everything's irradiated with nuclear fallout, and then there's stuff that's not.
Wait, Ted Aaron, which pictures are you referring to?
Pictures of the Titanic, I assume.
Or
I don't know, maybe things
Pocahontas.
that staged like the
Brad.
alleged moon landings.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Staged.
There's like a thing that if you pull it out, is like is it bottles of wine somewhere? Or was it stuff on the Titanic?
What are you talking about?
There's a thing that if scientists get their hands on it, it's really cool because it was not affected by the nuclear bomb going off. So you can like figure out how the Earth is doing based off. Nobody knows what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Nobody.
I know what you're talking about in principle. I don't think it's the Titanic.
But it's not. So I don't think it's the Titanic either. But there's like so. Anyways, the Titanic has become another measuring point because of where it's been. and
How you
how
want to pin it, Chris?
how it's like from 1914 on. It Man or Mutant does. Anyways, so I'm saying like it has become a benchmark. So there's the enthusiasts is what had to pump it, right? People who care. Is this what Jeremy was reading? No, I was trying to chat, and that was robbed from me. Or Marco was. Poor Marco. Anyways, so even the guy who like co-made The Simpsons has been to the Titanic. He was on one of the on the voyages. I want to say it was the Ocean Gate voyage before this one.
It went down, what, 5 times?
Went down 5 times.
And the 5th time it was lights out. Literally.
I wish I knew his name.
Mike Reese.
Is that who? Did he help write Simpsons for like 20 years or something?
He's a writer and former showrunner.
So what is a show? Okay, we'll get off of Ocean Gate. What is a showrunner?
So a showrunner is essentially like, if you think about on a movie set, the director is the person who gives everybody the jobs to be able to make the movie, right?
Okay.
That's what the showrunner is for a television show. They're the person whose creative vision dictates who the directors and writers and blah, blah, blah are going to be, who gets hired to do whatever. They're the overall top level decision makers for a television show.
So showrunner is to TV as director is to movie?
Pretty much. They're in charge of facilitating and distributing talent to make sure that things happen.
And just
like a director on a TV show has much less impact than a director on a film. Because a director on a TV show is basically taking a script that they probably didn't write and notes from the showrunner and the visual style of what's been established and combining all that together and just producing images, essentially.
Got it.
It's basically like if
Hello,
the showrunner is the CEO and then the director is like the general manager, right? No. They're managing the on-the-ground talent, but the showrunner is managing how that is supposed it's supposed to be going.
And so Brad said showrunners or shows you several directors now, even Mandalorian, right? I know that you had Bryce Howard as one. You had the guy who directed
Taiki Waititi.
Yes.
I butchered that. I know. I'm so sorry.
I get it. You need continuity between your directors.
Yes, Builder's Mark, you did that. That was all you.
Builder's Mark, you should say hi to Marco. He's at MUS65TANG28.
You're so funny. Get out of here.
What?
Oh no, what's going on over there?
Yeah, Builder's Mark with their tier 1 sub. That's what made the list.
Oh, you walked into a hub.
Thank you for the sub.
Builder's Mark, did you have anything to do, or did you go to Murph? All right, should we finish talking about Murph?
Yes.
I think so.
Did we ever start?
So basically, I got bullied into going by Darth Gallum and Stone Monkey Research. They harassed me endlessly until they broke my spirit and I was forced to go. So I got up insanely early and I drove 3.5 hours down there in the sweltering heat into the desolation of northern Indiana.
Second Iowa. Do you, at least your AC works nice, right?
Darth Gallum's just harassed.
I was very comfortable in my car. So there's a toll road.
No, it was in Indiana. Oh no, not a toll road.
And the toll road was fine until I was getting off of the toll road. And so all of the wacky things happened in about a 2-minute section of this drive. Some of the exit where you have to pay the toll, right?
Yep.
There's a Jeep in front of me. And the Jeep in front of me, the driver is like way too far away from the thing. It's like you get a ticket when you got on the toll road.
Yep.
Then you scan the ticket, run your credit card, and then they let you out.
Ooh, a time checker one.
Oh yeah.
So he's way too far away. So he's like really reaching out, trying to get the thing. And he's like, he waves the thing. He gets it. I think he gets it scanned, but then he drops his ticket.
Oh,
and the ticket just like falls to the ground.
No.
And like you can just see like the frustration. Like all I see is like from shoulder to hand is all I see of this person, but I see like the frustration in their arm.
They were very animated. But at least it was.
They did like, I'm trying to move so you can see like the pantomime that I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So he's like.
So do you know, did he get it scanned though before it fell at least, or no?
I think he did because he put in his credit card. And then so the process is that you put in the card, it processes, and then it tells you to remove the card, and then the door goes up, right?
Yep.
Puts in his card, and then he just sits there. And sits there and sits there and sits there. And then he puts his car in reverse. But doesn't move.
No.
But the car's in reverse. And then continues sitting there. And then he's like, again.
With his hand,
like,
yeah.
So, just like to break down the thing. So I'll just do it facing forward. So there's a screen that tells you what to do. Here's where you put the card in. Here's where the receipt comes out. Here's where the screen is that tells you what your card is doing.
Got it.
So I don't think he could see the screen that said remove card.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Because it's a stack and then the screen is off to the side.
Yeah.
So then finally he whips his card out of there, right? The gate shoots up. He's still in reverse. He starts backing
I was
up
going to
and
say that's,
slams on
yep.
the brakes.
Yep.
And then puts it in drive and goes at like a mile an hour. Just creeps out. And like it just barely doesn't get hit by the thing coming back down. I think like he saw he was clear. It's like, well. So he gets out of the way finally. So then I do my thing. I get in and out. And then the off ramp is on a clover leaf.
Okay.
That goes directly into a stoplight and then onto a road, right? So cloverleaf to the stoplight. I'm stuck behind this guy at the stoplight. The stoplight changes, and the guy is still going like a mile an hour. I'm like, what's the deal with this guy going so freaking slow? And I know that the cause of him going slow that I discovered later was not the cause of him going slow at the toll booth. So it's two independent incidences of him driving really slow. One was his fault, one wasn't. So we get through the light. We're going like creeping through the intersection. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And across the intersection, it's uphill, no passing zone, double yellow stripe. The guy moves over in the lane a little bit. There's a horse and buggy in front of him.
No.
So he just guns it around him, right? And I'm like, I am not going to risk a blind pass uphill around a horse.
Yeah.
Right? Like that just seems. So it takes like 3 minutes to get up this hill past the double yellow stripe. And I was like, I never really think of.
Now I know why you're calling it Iowa.
Yeah,
It's because the horses hold them traffic.
I don't think of Northern Indiana as like Amish country, right? But it's like apparently there's at least an Amish family here.
Okay.
So I get around them, and I start driving, and I'm just following the GPS, trying to get to the fairgrounds, and my GPS brings me right through like this, like there's this. It's a little downtown area for like a small, like maybe population 1,000 town, and there are horses and buggies and
Oh no!
everywhere.
Is it a little funny that this is supposed to be a celebration of like technology advancements, 3D printing,
There is
industry,
definitely
STEM,
some palpable irony.
and then it's just not developed?
So like the town was fine, and there were people that have cars and stuff too, but there's a lot of also Amish folks involved in this.
So Rye is really funny. He says, I was shocked when I got there and there was horse and buggy parking at Walmart.
That.
I passed like 20 horses and buggies and like a bunch of people, like, they have a certain dress style that they wear. A bunch of people riding bikes and stuff. So a very strong community there of Amish people. But it took me like 20 minutes to go like 4 blocks just because of cross traffic and horses.
Unbelievable.
And so I finally get clear of that or whatever, and I'm like, it takes you out, and then you're just in farmland for like 5 miles. I was like, where the heck is this place? And then you take a left and you drive like a quarter mile, and then it's like a modern city just springs up out of nowhere.
Really?
I was like, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. And then so as I'm driving up that road, there is, you know how like on dirt roads you get kind of like the 2 dirt trails with the grass lump in the middle. There are like wear lines from where the carts drive over on the side of the road. You can see like the stripes of where they are wearing the asphalt away on the road.
No way.
I was like, that's unbelievable that there's that much horse and buggy traffic happening here, and there's like a permanent brown stripe where there's over the horse crap.
No, I was just about to say, I would not want to drive a motorcycle down that road because you're skidding out on horse poop.
Skidding on skid marks.
Yeah, you're skidding out. New skid mark.
Gross.
So it was a very surprising thing, but on the other side, I needed to get gas. It was almost exactly half tank of gas to get there. So it's like, I'll get gas before I leave. So I just start driving towards what looks like town. And I'm not kidding you. Outside of Quick Trip, the absolute nicest gas station I've ever been to.
Oh, really?
And
I didn't know they had a Buc-ee's in Indiana. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
So then I leave, and because I drove so far away from where the fairgrounds was, it took me a totally different way back. So I encountered no obstacles on my way back. But I did, because I left so early, I stopped. As soon as I got across the Michigan border, I stopped and took a nap for 45 minutes in a Dairy Queen parking lot.
Did you really? On the way home?
Yeah. On the way home.
Okay, I was going to say not on the way down there.
Yeah, and when I stopped, I literally was pulling into the parking lot. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to take a nap. This is gonna be nice. And Ryan called me. I was like, you couldn't have called it a worse time, because it's like, if you'd have called 5 minutes ago, I wouldn't have pulled over and the conversation would have kept me awake.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've committed to taking a nap now.
That is so funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, the gas station. So there was a lot of pumps. The parking lot was like immaculate, clean. Everything had like the squeegees and stuff were all full. Everything's like stocked up nice. I go inside, nicely air conditioned, beautiful interior. All of the rows, like they had a bunch of stuff. Like there's no like empty shelves or anything. Everything was stocked, like fronted faced. Everything looked incredible. A huge cooler section. Any kind of drink you can think of. And then they had a sub and pizza shop inside the store. So you could order a pizza or a hot sub or a cold sub, or they had pre-made stuff like in a cooler in front of it. So you grabbed a sandwich or whatever. And then like they had like a little stanchion area you kind of walk through. You know how like when you go to the self-checkout in Walmart, they make you walk through like the gum and soda aisle thing? So they had like a thing like that set up, except there was like a lottery ticket kiosk there.
That's funny.
So it's like they're trying to get you to buy a lotto ticket on your way to the counter.
Crazy.
And then the people were super nice. You know, it was like they had like just really nice, clean, like efficient looking setup. And I got my stuff and I left.
Nice.
So
do you want to do a nice?
And they had 4 grades of gasoline there. No, they had 5 grades of gasoline there. They had E85, E88, then regular, silver, and premium.
Nice.
Dang. Hello, Almighty Malachi.
Hello, Almighty Malachi.
So I talked more about the gas station than I did about the actual event. So let's like rewind in time.
So tell us about getting there and actually what kind of displays. So you couldn't get near the Prusa booth, right?
Yeah, it was crowded the whole time, and I wanted to talk to as many of like the creator people that had shown up there. You know, it's like the businesses are going to get business or whatever, right? So it's like I want to talk to the people who took the time to come down and set up and like interact with everybody else. But I started by because I didn't know where Darth Gallum or Stone Monkey was, I was like, I'll just do a loop around the outside, and if I don't see him, then I'll start zigzagging the aisles.
Nice job, Almighty Malachi. He got a really good drop.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I start going around, and who was it? It was Proto Pasta.
Oh, cool.
They make all sorts of crazy filaments, and they have conductive filament.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can actually run current through it, and it has a very, very reliable amount of resistance per millimeter, essentially, right? So if you want to, if you wanted to make some sort of crazy circuit board.
Cool.
And I was like, what's the practical application of conductive filament? And the guy's like, no idea. That's for smart people to figure out. We just make the stuff. So, but it's like the carbon content in is what gives it its conductivity.
Well, that's cool.
And so it's like, and there's a very precise amount that goes in, because if there's too much, it becomes brittle. If there's not enough, there's no conductivity.
So Rye said he met Darth Gollum, Royal Nomi, Zombie Hedgehog, Frankenbee.
Oh, yeah, Royal Nomi was awesome. She was really cool. I mean, Ryan Cerrone was awesome. Everybody was awesome.
That's
cool. I forgot to, when we were talking before, to mention that I ran into her.
And he said, oh,
yeah, that was the last person. I was probably the last person anybody wanted to meet, to be honest. So.
You should have just popped a booth up. Just be like, hey, I'm a creator.
So, yeah. So I talked to probably 70% of the people that were there as creators.
Yeah.
I stopped by the Micro Swiss booth, and I was, dude, if you want to buy a new nozzle, go to one of these things. The nozzles are like ridiculously affordable. They had them really discounted for the event.
Cool.
So you could get like their absolute best, most fancy nozzle for like $10.
Hey, I want to do a big show. Did you know what did you know what Builder's Mark did? On Loyal Stream last night, he sponsored a Sunlu S8 printer giveaway.
I saw that.
I thought that was really cool.
That was really cool. That was amazing.
I need to go back and say hi to Mr. Loyal there. However, I don't want to just like drop in for it because he's always giving stuff away. So I don't want to just show up and be like, oh, I bang enter for the giveaway.
I know. I kind of felt the same way. I was like, I want to pop over there and try to win it, but I don't want to pop in
just for a giveaway.
Right. Just then he'd be like, okay, well, that's cool. That's why you're here. You know, like.
Way to go, Lady Burrito. Why don't you spend some time with me non-monetarily? I'm just being funny. Not that it would say that.
That's
Anyways.
Jeremy just speaking in real life.
Oh, you know what else is really funny too is when you sent me the picture of Darth Gallum with the.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Busy,
Busy, Bieber's busy.
You don't hear a lot about Justin Bieber anymore, do you?
The Biebs.
That's because he's spending too much time on Twitch.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, and then so I got a picture, and it was, so it was like I know these people as their usernames.
Yeah.
The same thing. All you did was refer to Rye as Rye Cerrone. That's all you did. You're like, I met Rye Cerrone. You're not like I met. You're not like I met, Marco. Whatever.
So this is kind of what people were doing. They would have their name, and then they would have their handle or what they're from.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I honestly have no idea what Darth Gallum or Stone Monkey's actual names were because they had on one side they had their real names and they had them flipped over so I would be able to identify them.
Oh, funny!
That's great.
So
that's really cool.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was really fun meeting everybody and hanging out. And like Darth Gallum hooked me up with so much cool stuff. Like I didn't even get to show you these, Jeremy. So like he gave me like his personal coin.
What? That's cool. He's showing. Sorry, you guys can't see all this stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, too bad. You got to hang out with me in real life if you want to see him. Then a coin from that his students had designed and made from
sweet.
And then a couple of sweet stickers.
Oh, that's awesome.
So next year, Jeremy.
And then like another.
We'll have to go.
For their school.
We'll hook up my camper. We'll just go down. Spend
Should we do the episode from down there?
Cool.
So the internet there is terrible, so it would be just like doing it here.
I wonder if there'd be a way to like if the venue would let us use like a wired connection just for the evening, just from an hour and a half from 7 to 8:30. I would imagine that'd be fine.
And that's cool because it goes well. So
does anybody here have any contacts with them, or I just reach out to like info@mrrf?
Yeah, they'd probably just reach out to info.
You don't think there was a wired connection?
Rye says he doesn't think there's a wired connection. I gotta say, he had the coolest hat in the universe, and I didn't get to say how much I liked it when I was talking to him. He had this amazing, like, super sick, like, rainbow hat. He had rainbow glasses, too. He was kitted out, and he...
That's so cool. Was it printed stuff?
Pulling it off. It was sick.
Was the glasses printed? Or bought?
What's that?
I didn't know. Were the glasses 3D printed?
I don't think so. They looked like they were regular glass. If they were 3D printed, they were incredibly well done. If they weren't 3D printed,
that's okay.
They weren't 3D printed. But yeah, so yeah, he had his look on point. So yeah, man, and like I was talking to so many people, and they had like these 3D printed like race cars and stuff there, and I had to leave. To get back in time to do this, I had to leave before they did the races.
Oh,
if you stayed for the races, you could enter to win one of the winning race cars from the previous event.
Oh, cool!
The Rocky Mountain one.
That's cool.
So it there's all sorts of cool stuff going on there.
Chris won a roll of filament from Polymaker.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
I talk about how much I love Polymaker all the time, and I really do love Polymaker, so I made it a point to go and visit their desk. And so here's something that I think is important. If we go there and we do a booth, we need to have like an activity or a couple of activities to like suck people in. So
and do I have to give away rolls of my personal cartouche?
Yes, Jeremy's Reserve. I'll print up a sign. So they have, and they're going to make these STL files available. So they're probably about this big. They had nozzles that they had 3D printed, and then they stacked them. So it was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a pyramid, right?
Cool.
And then they had 2 3D printed balls. They 3D printed these balls, and you got 2 throws. And you had to not just knock over the nozzles, you had to knock them completely off of the table. And so there's a total. They had 2 stacks of them, right? So there's 20 total nozzles. You need to get 10 on the floor between 2 throws. And like I'm looking and I saw other people like throwing at them and stuff, and I was like, you don't need to throw particularly hard. They want to fall over, right? Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of getting them onto the floor.
ID
and I was
Matt.
like, I'm going to aim just
Matt.
to one side of dead center on the bottom, right? So I give like the maximum amount of like tumble ability for these things, and I knocked every one of them from the first pile except for one onto the floor. And he's like, well, I guess you get a spool of filament.
Dang.
And
That's
I was like, well, I'm not
awesome.
going to embarrass myself. And I just set down the other ball and was like, I'm not going to throw this one.
Do you see what Kessel was able to create out of just emotes? That won't get triggered by the filter. That's really good. I'm sorry, that's really good. And then Cam asked, was Nick there? And Nick was not at Polymaker.
Nick was not there. Pezlis was there. Oh gosh, Nikor was there.
And then I believe it was Rye said we need to bring the set. Rye, it would be impossible to bring this set. We could
Here's
bring
what we do. We take a picture of it. We
set.
Make like a mini.
we take a picture of it. We get Cam's ankle to do the vinyl print thing, and we just put it up on some stands.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Now challenge accepted though. I want to make a portable set. And then we
I
we
learned how
can't
to
pull
do
your
that when I was in
trailer
college.
and your camper.
I mean, the camper's got a lot of room. The camper is the same size as my trailer.
do you think we could put pieces of set in there though? Because like
I
the
mean, as long as
trailer,
it'll
we
fit
could.
through the door. Yeah.
Because the trailer, it could be like turnkey, ready to film in there.
I mean, we could
I was telling somebody the
sleep
other
in the
day
trailer,
about
too.
Dave
Yeah.
plowing with that trailer on his truck.
I
And they're
can't
that
believe it
sounds
either.
insane.
It is insane.
Hello, Guardian.
Yeah, Bear Jew just says camp
I
right
think
in
it'd
the
be fun
trailer.
to like sort of to take the show on the road, like a couple weeks a year, go to like conventions and
That
stuff.
would be
I think
fun.
it'd be awesome.
That would be fun.
But we would definitely we can barely keep our home base operation running 50% capacity. How are we going to do this on the road? We need a travel smoke machine. We need a travel set of lights.
You just need to get Starlink.
Just for the record, Chris's computer is on. Let's just let this sink in. The computer at the studio used to belong to Chris. Like Chris bought it, paid for it.
Whoops, I forgot. Oh, do you want to check and see if that camera gets turned back on?
I'll turn it back on.
I don't mean to interrupt your point. Remember what you're going to say. Something about my computer. Close up of Jeremy's pants.
Okay, so Chris paid for the computer that's used here for the stream. He paid for it, and he's got files on there that he needs to remote into all the time. So the computer runs 24/7. Okay, he needs to be able to remote into it, so it's on all the time. So the load on the UPS is not any different whether we're doing the stream or not. To be perfectly seriously, let's sink in the fact that it died during the stream and not at any point during the week.
Well, there is a little more stress on it.
But
There's
the camera,
one light, and the cameras.
light.
and the cameras,
soundboard.
and the cameras are like insignificant in comparison. The power draw,
And
they're
all the
like
monitors.
They're like 3 volts at what? They're they're battery.
Ostensibly nothing.
They're ostensibly nothing. So let it be known, like it died during the stream. It could have died any time during the week. That just blows my mind.
computer.
Was your computer plugged into the power strip that is connected to the?
Tonight it is because it was dead.
Oh, that did it. I'm just kidding. It is David.
2 monitors, the laptop, and one of the lights. That's the extra, and the cameras.
That's so funny. So what? We need to blame David now instead of a blame Chip. Gus, Cam, do you have a Yamaha generator for your trailer? David doesn't.
I have 2 generators.
Do you have an inverter generator though? Because you need the clean one. You need you can't have a normal. You need the Honda. They're like what? They're inverter generators. Otherwise, you can't plug anything with.
Oh,
like
Bear
sensitive
Jew and
equipment
Builder's
into it.
Mark. You knocked each other in. Who's going to win? Pizza
dang.
one. Very nice.
They're big. They'll both
give me a
run my
second. I
whole
gotta
camper
find
with
the
air
jack
and
in
everything.
real quick here.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to turn off that picture, and I don't want to dump our audio while I'm doing it. And I can't remember what the chat command is that I.
Low res,
That I
high
made.
res. Did it have anything to do with resolution?
Oh, okay. There we go. It's normal. Bang normal is the command. So let's.
You
see if
need.
we-
Oh my gosh! It worked. She just needed to
Hey!
get shut off for 5 minutes. Worked somehow.
That's sometimes
30
what it
minutes.
takes.
Oh man, Rice Roni's coming in hot, but I think he's gonna hit it.
Should we draw for the first double
Yes,
giveaway, a gift
yes.
card and a cartouche of filament?
Rye crushed
Yes.
it again. That was sick. Are you
you kidding
serious? I mean, he won.
We need to ban him.
I
from
agree.
entering.
You are on a lucky streak,
Okay.
man.
I just want to say for the record.
Good job. Way to go.
Did you draw the second thing yet?
No.
Draw it again. Just draw. I just want you to draw and then
People are still entering, it looks like.
are they?
The last minute people. So this is for the ingot.
Okay, Rye won an ingot.
Nice.
Rye won an ingot.
There you go.
Oh, I forgot to mention. So the question from earlier, that reminds, the question from earlier from, oh my gosh, from Vocal was wondering if the thing you were supposed to send was like lost in the mail, or if you not sent that out yet.
No, it's expensive shipping it to England, but I'm taking care of it.
Okay.
I got a
I know
guy.
he's probably
The
not
answer is he
watching
has not
now,
sent
but
it yet.
I got a guy.
Just curious.
Don't worry about it.
You've got a guy.
I got a guy.
Okay, Cam is magnanimously allowing us to redraw for the cartouche plus gift card.
Okay,
Well,
all right,
that's so
sounds
nice
good.
of you.
So this is
So
for
C. Sam Fisher's going to reach out to you for your contact info to get you that ingot.
Hi,
Allie.
Alley Cat, are you here?
43. Are you still here?
Bear Jew, go yell at her. Tell her to pop back on if she's not here.
Wait, Bear Jew goes, wait, she entered?
Yeah, she did. There she is.
Oh,
Woo.
congratulations. So,
Very nice.
$15 gift card to Amazon.
Yep.
I don't know, whatever.
No, we'll do Amazon.
And a spool of
Wait,
Jeremy's.
Rye says give
Has-
Gallum the ingot.
has Gallum not won an ingot yet? Or I'll just give, if Rye says give Gallum the ingot, I'll give Gallum the
Yep.
ingot. All right.
Well, Cam, that was very
Fair
nice of
enough.
you to forward everything, and Rye, that was very nice of you to gift Gallum the ingot.
I just legitimately can't believe it is not rigged. I cannot believe Cam has won as much as he
yeah,
has.
you've won
Over
like,
Steve's Steve's ankle enters these, does he not? Cam's ankle?
Steve's ankle. Cam's ankle.
Cam's ankle enters these. He doesn't win anything. What?
Steve's ankle. That's my. If I ever make another alt account, that's what I'm going to call it. Steve's ankle.
Yes.
That's so funny. All right.
Well, it's fun for Alley Cat because I know they're new to 3D printing.
Oh, that's
You,
very true.
you have to give him a fun spool.
They want so I've met Alley Cat, and she was. I'm just being funny, and I'm embellishing this for the sake of the story.
Jeremy embellishes many stories.
But she saw
embellishes many
Bear
parts of
Jew's
himself.
first color he picked out for his filament, and then she comes to our house and she's like, well, "What are all these cool colors? Look at that!" Because Kara had Cookie Cat and a couple other ones, and so she's looking at him like, "Why'd you buy the dumb color? You get all these nice colors." So they really like silks. So you got to get good fun colors. So I'll do a raw. I'll do a silk. I'll do a fun silk.
Cool.
That'd be really really cool.
Yep.
Okay. So I just want to verify. We know personally Alley Cat.
Yes.
Okay. So I will not be reaching out to you since Jeremy and Kara already know.
Will you put it in the spreadsheet though, please?
I will put it in the spreadsheet.
All right. Do we have any other giveaways? It was just two
We have a
tonight.
wheel spin for Dave.
A wheel spin for Dave, huh? All right, hold the.
Chris.
I bamboozled him and took his points.
So I was busy doing other things.
A balloon pop. We don't
Which-
have that, do we?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, the balloons apparently were lost in transit. That's what you get for buying them on Amazon.
Another giveaway.
Not another giveaway.
A
The balloon
giveaway.
pop was one away from giveaway. Oh, a one-word Star Wars story. Let's
Nah.
hit that
All
real
right,
quick.
I like this one. I like this one.
Oh, yeah, hold on really quick. Builder's Mark asked, was Cam able to recover or get any of his printers working? Cam, can you give us an update on how it's going for you?
Yes.
We want to know. Were you able to
well,
salvage?
he
We
That was
want to
your
know.
story.
Okay,
Can
all right.
you tell us?
Who's kicking it off?
I'll kick it off today.
Oh, we're going.
You're next, Jeremy.
Oh, I
Jeremy,
am?
You're after me.
Ewoks.
Yep.
Ran.
Away.
From
A.
Sticky.
Wampa.
He.
Flexed.
His.
Honey.
muscles.
So,
They.
Cried.
while
He.
Danced.
I thought he was gonna do like a sticky mitt and just stick the Ewoks in like Ewok 40, his hands, like he's got 2 Ewoks that he can't put down. Like
It
they get
does
stuck
sound
to
like
his
a drug
hands
ref,
and
a
then-
sticky wampa.
or alcoholic beverage.
For the dice is Jeremy has to do Edward 40 hands, but we'll just do like bottles of water.
Oh, you're so funny. That would be really funny. But if I'm on timeout, then I gotta open the door
You have to
and
finish them by the end of the stream.
I can finish them in 10 seconds.
Finish 10 bottles of water.
All right, we got Cam's comment. I have not tried firing any of them up yet, but I have them in front of fans. Serve Pro was there this week. The house is empty. So Serve Pro is like a local emergency. Well, they do everything. They do like carpet cleaning, drying out areas. House is empty
Damage
stuff.
remediation.
There you go. It's like you work in advertising.
I've made ads for Serve Pro specifically.
Oh, really?
Cam, they're going to tear it down to the studs. Holy. Like, I mean, I understand, but wow.
Oh, Serve Pro.
Like it never even happened.
So here I am,
That's their tagline.
mansplaining to mansplaining to all of you, Serve Pro. The floors are, well, they're probably because they're wet. Yeah, that makes sense.
Crazy.
Serve Pro. Okay, Serve Pro is national. I know that. I know it's Stanley Steamer, but I was behind a Stanley Steamer van today, and I was calling it Cleveland Steamer.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
As long as it didn't smell like one.
It was in northern Indiana.
It could have been Iowa.
It could have been Iowa.
Oh, look at angry flying Ahsoka wings. So that's cool. All right, well, we're gonna plan on trying to go to MRRF next year. Actually, no matter what, we should be able to go. There's been some rule changes at my work, so I should be able to take off sometime on the weekends.
Is
if it
the
lands
rule
on.
that Jeremy just gets to take time off?
Yes.
Nah.
When you've been there as long as Blacksmith Pop, I'm assuming that's your emote. I like your emote a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
That's really, really cool.
I'm trying to make cooler ones, but it's like I'm not good at like making stuff that looks good small.
So if I start now, I should be able to get a set done, a mobile set done. Should we go Rebellion theme? Should we keep it Star Wars theme?
I think that'd be cool. Maybe like the Falcon or the inside of the Tantive or something.
That'd be cool.
Or do we want to go? Well, because it could be cool to have the set be like, oh look, this was. So do they celebrate anything else other than 3D printing? Like, is there any CNC stuff there, or is it strictly
There's
3D?
a little bit. There's somebody that had an XY like pen that would like draw stuff.
Oh
That's
yeah.
cool. I think it'd be cool to do the inside of the Millennium Falcon, since it has to be smaller. Doing the inside of the Falcon, I think, would make
do
the
the
most sense.
Jedi Council room.
Well, that'd be cool too.
That's massive.
Well, you don't. You just take a bit.
But really, all it is, we just need like a fake window. Then we can just have round chairs.
Oh, Stone Monkey, a TIE Fighter mobile set would be really cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, because we could just do a big hexagon or octagon and then like make it look. It'd be inverse of what you'd think, but I think like having like the window cut out for a TIE Fighter,
That'd
and
be
like
cool.
the cockpit, be really cool. Bry said there is some CNC, but they have them set up as plotters to save guests from noise. Ah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, the one here is extremely loud.
Yes, it is.
Tie hanger.
That'd be
I'm trying
cool
to think
too.
of like we could do Mustafar and just pipe in a bunch of lava.
Right. Just have to get those screens that they used for Mandalorian.
Our luck is we would set off there. Who activated the IMDb game?
It's Ryan, of course.
The trash compactor. We could have Umi pop up and look around.
Right.
Yeah, and
Vader's
bring 10,000
chamber?
gallons of water.
That'd be
So for
cool.
those of you who do not know, the IMDb game is played as such. When you redeem it, you suggest an actor or actress. It is up to us to determine whether or not that actress or actor has appeared in more films or fewer films than screen legend Sean Connery. To maintain the integrity of the game, we suggest that you do not look up how many films Sean Connery has been in because it ruins the fun otherwise. It helps if I type in IMDb correctly. To pull it up. So the suggested actor this time is Danny Trejo.
Oh man, more.
I'll go with more.
I'm gonna go with more.
Without having looked yet,
agree more.
I would lean towards him having been in more.
The dude
And
is
then,
like
of course-
cameo king, right? I mean, everybody's hired him. He's been in Star Wars for crying out loud.
I do need to put in the asterisk because this is according to listed acting credits as curated by IMDb, so don't at me. It's what IMDb says, not me. What do you think the most? So like they have like the
cantina,
known
that'd be
for
sick.
thing. What do you think is his number one known for movie?
Breaking Bad.
That's not even on the list.
Holy, who is flying there?
I can't even read it. Bear
that
Jew.
Builder's
Yeah.
Jew?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
It's Bear Jew.
Holy.
That's-
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's gonna get
He's
it.
gonna deflect
It's gonna
off of it.
Oh.
Oh no.
What's he
No,
most known
no.
for?
Machete.
Oh,
Really? I've never seen Machete.
So.
I've not either, but I've heard of it.
All right. What are everyone's final answers? Danny Trejo, more or
Mas.
I'm going more. The guy's
There's
been in
no
movies
more?
I haven't even heard of. Is RJ gonna do it? No, he's gonna hit the edge, but it's not gonna win. Oh,
Bummer.
he can bring the Deep Laker.
by almost 4 times. He's appeared in more things.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Prolific.
That was an
He
old
has,
emo.
he has the highest number of credits I've seen up to this point.
Really?
He's what?
We have a
Highest
new
number of credits
contender.
I've seen up to this point.
We need like a Danny
Really?
Trejo pop up to
Ooh.
come up every time we play the IMDb game with a crown.
Insane.
We'll make him a. 'Cause he's king.
Should I edit the corner bug to have Danny Trejo with the crown on?
Yeah, right. That's pretty good. That's really
That's
good.
insane.
I can't believe Ryan activated. I love Danny because he and so many people. He's like Bruce Campbell, you know.
Yeah.
Apparently Bruce
Do you
Campbell.
want to do a Bruce Campbell round? I can almost guarantee he's going to be in more, but I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do Bruce Campbell. Double down for everybody. No, so Bruce Campbell was just on a late night talk show, I believe, and they had him show him how he cuts cake, and he pulled out the chainsaw hand and cut
That's
the cake.
hilarious.
That's
The chainsaw
amazing.
hand.
That's amazing.
I love Army of
What do you
Darkness.
think his most, like, the number one thing they're going to have on his IMDb for him is going to be, like,
Evil
he's known
Dead.
for?
Oh yeah.
I think Evil Dead. I prefer Army of Darkness, but I think Evil Dead.
I really liked him in McHale's Navy.
So top left is the one that I was looking at. That's the one that is.
Bubba Hotep? Never heard of it.
Neither.
You know what's really funny? I did say I prefer Army of Darkness, but Evil Dead and Army of Darkness are both listed as
And
items.
Ash versus the Evil Dead. That's funny. Was Ash versus the Evil Dead the TV show?
Yeah, but it was the new
Yes.
one that just
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, you and I started watching that on Halloween, like before Chip was born.
Yeah.
Bubba Hotep.
See, and I would also say I know him from Burn Notice because he's
Yeah.
amazing in Burn Notice. He is fantastic.
Elvis Presley and a black JFK stay in a nursing home where nothing happens until a wayward Egyptian mummy comes and sucks out the old people's souls through their butts. The two decide to fight back.
Are you serious? It literally says sucks all people out of there.
I mean, in a way, yeah.
Do you guys? So there is a video game.
Hold on. Let me get this primed for. I'm gonna actually show.
Oh my gosh.
Why am I bald? By the way, who corrected me on saying it's Campbell?
It's Campbell.
Campbell.
Like the soup, so the P is silent.
Yeah.
I think it's always silent.
Can somebody just double check the pronunciation?
Do you say raspberry or do you say raspberry?
Well, Campbell's soup doesn't have a P in it. There's no P
No, I
in
know,
it.
but do you say raspberry or raspberry?
Campbell soup absolutely does.
No, it does not.
I think it does.
No.
Yeah?
You guys are just looking. So the original Campbell's soup was spelt without the P.
You're so
No.
funny.
Like Oreo is into hydroxy. There was an original soup company called Campbell's, and they dropped the P to make it Campbell's, and that became the more famous one.
You're so funny.
I'm not even kidding. So then, it's Bruce Campbell. You guys are kidding.
So you're, but with you saying Campbell, is the B silent for you?
The P is not pronounced in this word.
Why is there a P in Campbell?
Why is there silent letters in anything? Pterodactyl. Why is there a P in pterodactyl?
Because when they go to the bathroom, the P is
Oh
silent.
my gosh, get out of here.
It's pronounced Campbell.
Yes, I do say the L in salmon.
You sounded like Minecraft.
Zombie in Minecraft.
Yeah, that's exactly what you sounded like. Do it again.
You guys have no idea. All right, here's the deal. I say the L in wolf.
You do not say the L in wolf.
Siri can hear me. We've had this discussion. We're not going down that road. Well, because I say it in Wolf. Okay? I say it. It's there. I also, when I say Campbell, I feel myself saying the P. Because I do say the P.
Yeah, you do.
You guys are not saying the P and you're being disrespectful. Yes.
Jeremy, you're a dingus.
No. I had to laugh.
In a very loving way.
I just feel like it's disrespectful to ignore the P. See?
I think as a man.
Oh, Triclaw, I thought you were going to say, I have a strong P. But you just said I like a strong P.
Don't
Bruce
disrespect.
Campbell has, of course.
See, you're saying the P.
What?
Chris said it there. Campbell. I can hear the P.
Campbell?
I think you're hearing the P for where the B. Both of them have like a front of the mouth like plosive. B, P. They're both like there.
Yeah.
I think you're just hearing what you want to hear, Bruce. I almost called you Bruce. You just hear what you want to hear.
Why are you getting ready with that? There's no reason to be shooting that yet.
Bruce has appeared in fewer films than Danny Trejo, but more films than Sean Connery.
I was like, what? I mean, okay, that makes sense though.
You should watch Bubba Hotep. That looks pretty cool.
It looks ridiculous.
Rye is so
It
funny.
sucks their souls out of their butts.
Oh, I was going to finish that. So do you know the headless in Sekiro?
Yeah.
There's a real Japanese lore that there's a monster that removes your soul through your butt.
I think I knew that.
That is actually a real belief.
Didn't they talk about that when they were like researching monsters to put in Witcher?
Maybe, but that's not unheard of. That's what I'm saying. It's not like
Interesting.
it's not a thing. That doesn't exist.
Bubba Hotep. I mean, if that's just.
I don't know how that's what he's known for. I would totally die on the hill that he's way more known for Ash and the Evil
I feel
Dead.
like.
I 100% agree.
Just giving it to you.
Oh my gosh! Of course, Ryan.
Tomorrow. Oh yeah.
This movie looks good.
Kind of want to watch it.
It
now.
looks absolutely ridiculous. Elvis in his full-on show gear, walking around with a walker. Lord.
That's
You
unbelievable.
can watch it free on Freevee.
Pete says it's horrible.
Oh, Pete, I don't doubt it.
But
Cam's
so
ankle said,
horrible. It's
"Why else do you wear your underpants?" Duh.
Keeps your soul in, man.
Triclop, Burn Notice is one of my
Burn
favorite
Notice is
shows.
incredible.
Burn Notice is so I went out of my way to. I like 3D printing to recreate props from the shows and things that I love. I have but I have a set of Michael Weston sunglasses.
He does.
Oh, holy
like
smokes, that's
legit.
loud. You guys hear that or no?
Nope.
No.
It's just very loud for me. I don't know if it's
Has
going over
anybody
the
else
stream or not.
seen like the 90s McHale's Navy with Ernst Borg? I know Ernst Borgnine was in the original McHale's
Ernest?
Navy. It's Ernst, isn't it?
It's Ernest, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my!
I think it's
goodness.
Ernst Borgnine.
Oh my gosh! I know him. He has a daughter
Okay.
that grew up in Minnesota or lives here in Minnesota.
Anyway.
He's Mermaid Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Oh.
Anyway, he was in the original McHale's Navy, but he's also in the new McHale's Navy. Well, new 90s. But Bruce
It's
plays.
not gonna show the video because OBS knows.
Oh,
Rye said it's Ernest.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
Well, how do you
Ernest.
say it? You say
I say Ernst Borgnine.
It's Ernest.
Okay, Ernest Borgnine. Anyway, I liked it. I liked that movie.
Oh my gosh!
I like the McHale's Navy TV show.
Cam's ankle. I love that reference.
What?
That he said he's eating a lot of yogurt. This is Michael Weston's favorite thing.
No, I know it is.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, I think we will wrap up today's episode.
Yeah?
We're not going to give him 10 extra minutes because of the blackout in the middle.
No, because we have Chip. Evil! It wasn't a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy skit, but one of my favorite SpongeBob skits is when the manta ray or whatever tries to give Patrick back his
Ray.
wallet. Is just pure comedy gold.
Oh gosh, where is that? Give me 1 second. I
Is
just
this your
wanna pull
driver's
something up
license?
here.
Yep. And it's in this wallet. Yep. So it's your wallet. Nope, it's not my wallet.
That is a very good bit.
That is such a good bit. You have no idea. Do the invisible boat mobile.
I have seen The Importance of Being Earnest. It's been a hot minute since I've seen it, but I have seen it.
I think I'm becoming allergic to my watch band because I'm getting like red bumps and scratches and
I had that happen, then I cleaned my watch band and all was good.
Really?
Yep.
Way to call me out for being dirty on the stream, Kara, man. She puts me on blast in front of everybody. Hey, Brad. No, it's Ernst goes to camp. It's a different Ernest, Brad.
Oh my gosh.
Whoops.
What are you doing, Chris?
Sorry. I'm pulling something up here.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
I don't know if it's gonna play for people. Like, this is something that I wanted to add to the sound effects.
That scared the poop out of me.
Wait, why is
Can
there
people
a red
at
alert?
least see it?
I don't think so. No.
I feel personally attacked. I'm not offended, but I feel personally attacked. Like that bald reference is about me.
It probably is.
I can turn the computer speaker up.
Rye said, "Clean your watch band, you dirty, dirty boy." See, Carrot? Now you've planted that in everyone's head.
Yeah, I'll just add it into. I'll just add it as a media source real quick.
No. Stone Monkey, what are you doing? You guys are trying to get free minutes of the stream. We give you free minutes on the front end. Now you want the free back end.
Yeah, see, that's what we shouldn't do the free minutes at the front anymore. You guys have ruined it.
Yep.
We ruined it.
No, not us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sometimes the tears of Chinese child laborers get on the watch bands before the ship causing skimming action. I'm gonna go wash away the tears so I can sleep in peace.
Oh, Your Highness.
See, Builder's Mark said, my better half had to get a different fabric of watch band due to similar.
Interesting.
Dry Claw says Mel Blanc, more. I'm gonna say less.
What? Who is Mel Blanc?
Brad.
Sorry, I know.
He's the voice of Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny.
Oh.
All, like, how many characters?
It's Mel Blanc, by the way.
I'm gonna go with more because voice actors tend to.
It is pronounced blank. It's Mel Blanc.
I'm gonna go with more.
Oh, Deep Laker. That's worth a shot, right?
Oh yeah, baby. I am getting high off that $4
For the record,
donation.
I love that. It's so funny to me. Oh! She's getting me good. Oh, man. Oh, that was a spicy meatball. Woo. That was a spicy meatball. Woo. Woo. Whoa.
All right.
For the record,
Mel Blanc, more or less.
I said
going
less,
with
but
more.
he definitely had way more. But I committed to saying less.
We'll go more.
I definitely think that it's more.
Welcome in, Maz.
Who suggested that? Was that Ryan?
Now Stone Monkey.
Stone Monkey? I feel like, is that going to beat Danny Trejo then? Like, did we just top the record for tonight?
No way.
Chris, what's the verdict?
Yeah, way.
He destroyed Danny.
Why did I say less?
Oh, really?
Why did I say less? This is stupid.
Holy.
That is now, Mel Blanc is now the king of credits.
Danny Trejo couldn't even have 1 week.
Danny Trejo, like 2.5.
No, Maz, I've
Sean
not.
Connery. Mel Blanc, like
10 times.
tripled Danny Trejo.
Dang.
Whoa.
Have you seen the stop action Indiana Jones Save Hanzo? I have not seen that.
That's funny.
Is that what we ended on?
That is
Yeah.
what we ended
Stop
on.
motion.
Oh, Ryan.
And
Oh yeah, baby. I am getting high off that $4.20 donation. Thank you.
Well, that's just it. Like, voice actors, they've got a ton of credits, typically.
they do.
Yeah, well, so the thing is that, like, it depends on how people credit it, because, like, you might get 1 credit for the
Right.
entire, like, for doing the entirety of, like, Clone Wars.
Oh
Or
my
you might credit
goodness.
every voice
Chris,
individually
take us
for
out
each
while they
episode.
shoot us.
Who are we rating?
Ow! 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 I'm getting lit up so much. Oh my goodness. Whew.
I'm not seeing that stop motion.
Oh. Oh man, right in the armpit. Oh. Oh.
Oh, your highness.
That was brutal.
Oh, whoops, well, I guess I get to watch this again. I forgot to turn it off.
Surprised you didn't Photoshop my face in there.
Well, you made June tonight.
Right.
I'm gonna have riddled with bullet marks for tomorrow.
Who are we gonna raid?
Who is on for us to raid?
Let me see who's on.
We've got Benny Fitz.
Is Benny Fitz actually on?
Yep.
Then let's do Benny Fitz.
Okay.
Because he's the pizza eating thumb guy. And
Rice-A-Roni a lot.
Huh?
he's been off for a long time?
Been on for 5 hours already. It's probably gonna go up.
How much ammo does the
Subsector?
gun have?
A
Virtually
lot.
infinite. Like thousands and thousands of rounds.
Yes,
We have a
lot.
box. Like what is that? A 2x2 box roughly? That's full.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and then I think we do
want to
have
do a droid
sealed
cam and
bags.
show how much ammunition exists.
It's to my left
All right.
on the floor here.
And are you going to work on taking us out then?
Yeah. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you for dealing with our technical difficulties. Even though I said that there weren't going to be any, guess what? There's the biggest technical difficulty of them
We've
all.
shot a lot, so.
And there's 2 bags over there still.
Oh, your highness.
So thanks for everybody who was so kind to me at Murph today. Oh my gosh, freaking bomb thing.
Usually that box.
We're gonna get a copyright strike for sure from that.
Right.
If you are listening to the audio only version of the podcast, you're gonna have to check out so many Nerf darts.
Plus, the set's full.
The
You'll
set's
have to
full
check out
downstairs as
all
well.
of our old streams on youtube.com/Rise the Podcast, or join us live Saturday
yeah.
nights at 7 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Rise the Podcast. If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and carry on in the comment section down below to continue the conversation. You guys are awesome. Thank you for sticking with us through all the technical. That's a lot of balls on the carpet too. You guys make it awesome every single Saturday night. We wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't showing up and hanging out with us and making it a good time. So thank you all so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.